Now we're good to go. Sorry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Mr. Bean again. So just like we're having some issues at school, we are now good to go. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and we're going to get this going again. I apologize. Thank you for your patience. We're going to share. Take two. All right, guys, I am so sorry. And I'm talking to myself. I was like, wow, I didn't get any response or anything. So again, guys, those of y'all who've been logged on, I'm over here talking to myself. Thank you to Ms. Rodriguez, who is here with me, the instructional coach here at the Fine Arts Academy, letting me know, Mr. Pina, sorry, we can't hear you. But again, that's what a team is all about. So those of y'all, thank you for staying and being online with us. I do want to respect your time. So I want to go ahead and get started. So good evening, Red Raider families, parents, and visitors who are currently online with us. Thank you for joining me this evening. My name is Daniel Pina, and I am the proud principal here at the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy. The purpose of today's meeting is I want to keep you informed about important information and activities that are going to be happening here at the Fine Arts Academy. During the presentation, if you have any questions, please put your questions or comments in the chat feature, and we'll post a response to your questions within 48 hours on our campus website. Also, please know that a recording of this presentation is being made and will be posted on the campus website, along with the script in English and in Spanish. So again, just to recap, this information will be available for you. And I know we're having issues with the first link, but we got those technical difficulties worked out, so we'll be posting both of the videos. Today, I will share with you information that is centered around 5 guiding principles that our district regarding our safe plan, and they are as follows. Number 1, providing our families with accurate and timely information. Number 2, the health and safety of the students here and faculty of the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy. Number 3, resources to ensure that the community, mental health, and well-being of our students and staff is met. Number 4, ensuring high quality instruction. And number 5, the educational equity of all of our scholars. If you have questions as we go through the information, we ask that you please again put that information in the chat. In addition, Edgewood, it's our primary mission to provide an exceptional learning experience that engages, empowers, and prepares students to compete and reach their highest potential in an ever-changing world. Our vision is for every child's success in life, Edgewood proud. And more specifically here within the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy, our vision is creating a culture of high expectations and academic excellence. Our mission in order to achieve that goal is as follows. The Academy will graduate students highly skilled in communication, collaboration, and creative problem solving. It is my hope that today you will learn about the exciting things happening at the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy, discover the specific ways you can continue to support your child, talk about upcoming events, safety protocols, and specific plans for COVID that we have in place for our students and staff to ensure their safety, and available resources for our families and for the community. A lot of this that we're talking about with guiding principle number 1 is accurate and timely information, and that is in order to be able to do that is to be at the highest and levels and to celebrate some of our students and our teacher successes and some of the outstanding accomplishments that have happened this year so far as we get to work into week 9 here at the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy. So some of the campus celebration and highlights that we have. So we have approximately 93% of our students engaged daily with daily participation, whether it be we're working remotely at home or whether they're here physically at school. But also what we've seen is an increase with our overall our attendance, our average daily attendance. Right now, this is a percentage as of last week, we're at 95.7. We're proud to say with the efforts, with the engagement and the commitment with our teachers, our staff members, and also the hard work of the administration, that today we're at 97% overall attendance, and we look forward to make sure that we get that done. But overall, our students are doing a wonderful job engaging in daily lessons and activities and completing their assignments. Now, while all of our teachers and staff are working diligently to prepare and deliver high quality lessons, I'd like to give some special recognition to some of the teachers that you see here in the next couple of slides. We have Ms. Caso, Mr. Linares, Mr. Peña, and Coach Lopez as an example of just how hard our campus staff are working towards supporting our students. So the show must go on. I do want to give a shout out, even with the limitations of COVID-19 has placed on the students participating face-to-face, Ms. Gosson, our theater arts director, continues to work with the students in putting on productions. Our Academy Acting Company presented Stories to Always Remember, and they're currently working on their next show, which is called Mirror Mirror. Tickets for that event have gone on sale on Monday, October the 5th, and we will premiere this event here, Mirror Mirror on the Wall, on October 23rd. So again, a shout out to Ms. Gosson and all the students that are behind the scenes and all of our actors, our thespians, and all the people and the commitment that they have to, even with COVID that we're having to deal with on a daily basis, that's keeping us away sometimes from school, is that we have not gone away from our commitment to making sure that we continue to challenge our students. In addition here, leading by example, shout out to Coach Lopez for leading by example and demonstrating correct form and setting the expectations for his PE students. I know this is a kind of a dark picture here, but what we'd like to say, and you can see in this bottom corner here, that he posts daily videos on how to correctly utilize equipment and how to use correct form. And I'm proud to say we've had a bunch of students who submitted their videos and demonstrating the work through the hard work and commitment of our good Tier 1 instruction that's happening in the classroom. Now, we are still continuing with our advisory course in which we call WINS. This is an acronym that stands for What I Need to Be Successful. This class is seen twice a day, once in the morning and again in the afternoon or before we dismiss. Here we're able to make connections with our students and check on them on a daily basis, because it's very important that we stay committed to worrying about the whole child, and that's a social emotional component that we have. And I applaud our counseling department and our WINS teachers for doing a fabulous job of connecting with our students to make sure that even though that we're distant, that we are so committed to make sure that they are successful. But you can't understand is that something that we've got to do, we have to do together. As happy we are to see the great things happening on our campus, we're facing a challenge in reaching the other 7% of inactive students here at the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy. To that end, our parent liaison, our social workers, counselors, office staff, and teachers are working diligently, making phone calls, making outreach, home visits to engage every student and to ensure that we can bridge that gap for them. But also we need your help as well to reach out to any student in the Fine Arts Academy that you suspect that may not be engaged or having difficulties getting engaged with the online daily lessons or submitting some of their work. If you know anyone who has a unique challenge that we can help with, we ask that you please contact the school or email us or contact us at our district phone number at 210-444-7925. And if you're having difficulties with that, we also have a Google phone number, and that phone number is 512-666-1376. Thank you in advance for this help, because again, we talked about it today with some of our team members. It takes a village, and it takes a commitment that we have from each other, but also for the support that we do get at home. Our goal as we get ready to move into our second grading period, as we're currently doing right now, and as we get ready to move into phase 2, is to have, making sure that 100% of our students are actively participating and engaging online. And what you saw from their previous slides, we have a deficit of approximately 7% of our students who are not engaged, and we need your support with that. But thank you again for supporting your students and your children in achieving this goal daily, because we know it's difficult to be in school, as it is, but let alone to sometimes if you're working alone. But thank you for our parents and anyone who supports their students as they continue to venture and work through this whole challenging process of which we call COVID. But continuing with guiding principle number 1, I want to share some important dates with you. September 25th was the last day for our first grading period for our students, and was also the last day for parents to turn in their parent commitment form. The form for the second grading period is now upon us. For any parent who did not complete the parent commitment form by that date, your child has been placed for remote learning option for the duration of the second 6 weeks period, which means that they will continue to work from home using their technology to connect with their teachers. October 12th, of which the date I will discuss in more detail in some upcoming slides in a few minutes, will be our first day in which we'll be continuing to welcome more students back onto our campus with face-to-face instruction. Our goal is to ensure that the students who come onto campus are engaged on a daily basis and ensuring that they're welcome every day and they're wanting to come to school. And finally, October 26th through the 30th is our first intercession week for students who need extra practice or interventions. If you know your child is selected for this extra week of support, your teacher will let you know during the middle of October. So again, what we're seeing is the week of the 26th through the 30th. If we've identified and worked with you or with our teachers and they know or we've decided that they need additional support, we'll let you know, so that will be an opportunity for the students to get additional support. But however, whether they come in or not, we want to make sure that we are committed to them, which takes us into our guiding principle number 2, the health and safety of the students. Our guiding principle number 2 centers around health and safety. So I want to give you information about our meal program for students and remind you about that our campus safety plans and reentry videos are posted on our school website. However, prior coming to school, whether it be full-time or part-time, students coming to campus for the week, we ask that every parent complete an online survey for their children using the new application called Dr. Al, which will make it easier for parents to submit responses and for their campuses to receive responses regarding their students. The survey asks 3 basic simple questions and takes very little time to complete. The questions are read as follows. Is your child experiencing any COVID-related symptoms? Question number 2. Have they been tested and are waiting for results from COVID? Question number 3. Have they been in close contact with someone who has tested positive for COVID? It's very important that we receive a survey response for each student and every one student within the household before Monday of each week. So parents, please help us by completing the survey for your child every week. We'll be sending out our families the information on how to access the app and register your child, especially for those families who choose to send their child to school beginning October the 12th. Last week, you should have received in the mail your child's report card. In there was a handout on how to actually download the app. So if you did not receive your child's report card, please contact the school so we can get that information to you. But again, Dr. Al is an app. So whether if you have an Android or if you have an iPhone, whatever device that you have, it is a free app. Simply download it, take a couple seconds, couple minutes actually, and it's pretty much self-explanatory. But if you need additional help, please do not hesitate to reach out to the campus. Sorry. On October 12th, we were scheduled to bring back 100% of our students face-to-face for learning. However, the City of San Antonio COVID school risk indicator is still in the moderate range, and we are following the Metro Health's recommendation not to bring back 100% of the students for face-to-face instruction just yet. So that we can continue to promote the health and well-being of our students and our staff, we're continuing to keep the building occupancy at approximately 25% of our capacity. We will continue with remote learning and begin a hybrid model to ensure that we can service all the students in a safe environment. A hybrid model which allows students to have to choose face-to-face instruction, or a hybrid instruction, which is for the 2021 academic year to be on campus a few days a week while also maintaining remote learning. So in essence, what happens is that your child will have that option, and they've already been determined based upon your selection, is 3 options. Option number 1 is to continue to work remotely 100% at home. We'll engage with the teachers online. Option 2, which would be campus, meaning that they're able to come to school every day. Option 3, which is hybrid. Hybrid is just a part-time on-campus student. Within hybrid, there are 2 choices. Hybrid 1, hybrid 1 is a Monday, Tuesday student, and they work remotely from home Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Hybrid 2 is a Wednesday, Thursday student, and meaning they work remotely 3 days also, but they work remotely at home from Monday, and they work, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So you should receive information from your child's WINS teacher to let you know what they were selected as. But if you're not sure, if you have not received that information, please don't hesitate again to contact the school. We'll be glad to give you that information. On October 12th, we are excited to welcome as many of our students back as we can for in-person instruction. The students joining us on the new date are those students whose parents indicated that they prefer that their child to physically attend school instead of remaining at home in the remote learning environment. When students arrive on October the 12th, the first thing that they'll be participating in is in the screening station and at the entryways of the building. Campus staff will be there to greet them, take their temperature, and provide hand sanitizer before allowing them into the building. Students will receive a breakfast bag and go directly to the classroom using a designated hallway, traveling in the same direction while maintaining social distancing of no less than 6 feet apart. As you can see on the slide, signs have been placed throughout the entryways, hallways, and on the floors reminding students to stay safely 6 feet apart, washing hands and sanitizing hands regularly, and walk on one way to avoid close contact with their peers. Student transition during the school day may have been limited to entry, lunch, and some special classes and dismissal. When students do move during the day from one location to another, they will do so in a staggered way to avoid large groups, traveling at the same time, and social distance again will be maintained at all times. When students enter into the classroom, again, they will see signs on the floor marking which way and direction to walk into the classroom. Students will eat breakfast in their classroom before getting their day started with their WINS class. As a reminder, parents, please make sure that your child brings in their technology device to school every day so that they can engage in learning activities along with their remote learning peers. Throughout the day, we have specific times for hand washing and restroom breaks throughout the day. Excuse me. In addition, complete school safety and reentry plans have been prepared for our campus and are available on our campus website, along with a reentry video that details how we will ensure the health and safety of face-to-face learners and for the safety of our staff. The video provides parents with information on everything from entry points to signs around the campus, which we use to ensure social distancing, check-in stations for each that staff members and students will use, and a variety of other helpful information meant to inform our community. If you not have already done so, please see these resources and we encourage you to do so. The videos are in English and Spanish. And again, if you have not had a chance to do so, please see it on our campus website. I'd like to share with you a short 1-minute video that you can find more information on district's website. We will constantly remind the students about healthy practices and using these types of methods. So shout out to our wonderful thespians there, Las Palmas Elementary, and in their endeavor this year as being an all-girls school. So we wish them the continued best of luck with it. Next one. So our number one goal is safety is our number one priority for our students as they transition back into school, and same thing with our staff and anyone who does come onto our campus. Other safety measures that the campus is taking include the use of personal protective equipment or PPEs, and by every staff member and student, disinfectant sprays and paper towels in every classroom, hand sanitizer stations spread throughout the whole campus, and regular deep cleaning by our custodial staff. When we put safety as the number one priority, it allows our students to focus on their number one priority, and that is their learning. Which takes us into guiding principle number 3, which is the focus is on continuity, mental health, and well-being. The period of remote learning can be particularly stressful for families. I know that our teachers and staff also feel unique pressures that they have to come with remote instruction and extra emphasis on health and safety that is so critical on a daily basis. I want to make you aware of the resources that are in place to assist with the mental health and the well-being of our students and family of the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy. So we talk about our student and family supports are available. Our counselors and our social worker work hand in hand to reach out to the students and families that may have unique challenges that keep them from getting connected to our school and our community resources. These services include academic supports, social emotional supports, and may also include some of the following: individual or group counseling, behavior intervention supports, home visits, attendance initiatives, family crisis responses, school-age parenting, resources for parents, and the healthcare for services that are available, which include utilities and to support and shelter. And these are just to name a few. What I do want to note is the picture here. This is our student support. Some of our members are our student support team. This is Ms. Luna, our counselor. Bottom left here, this is Ms. Martinez, and this is Mr. Romero. So we're fortunate to have two social workers. Ms. Martinez is here on Tuesday, Thursday, and Mr. Romero is here on Wednesday and Friday. So we have someone here to be able to support us with that. Talking about community resources. So we're very fortunate that we have a very committed district who is supported, and those who may notice that yesterday they had the dedication of the Regina Reed Center, and what you see here is some of the community members, some of the donations being given to the district, and some of our resource officers here supporting the community and the things that we do. Which takes us to understand is that we are not only committed to making sure that we provide a wonderful Tier 1 instruction supporting our students, but we know that there's obstacles sometimes that get in the way of instruction, and we want to ensure that we have the resources here to support you. If you need the support, all we ask is simply reach out to us, and we'll be glad to support you in any way that we can, which takes us into guiding principle number 4, which is high quality instruction. Our guiding principle number 4 is about delivering high quality instruction to all of our scholars. For the next few slides, I will share with you what we should expect for your child's teacher and what we need from you, the parents, and how we can expect our students to engage in their learning. For our safety plan for students, every student and staff will be screened prior to entering the campus each and every single day. However, if a student develops symptoms during the day, the student will be sent to the nurse for evaluation and placed in a holding room to separate him or her from other students until a parent can come pick them up from school. We ask that a parent or guardian take the student to their family physician, who will determine if a COVID-19 test is needed. Alternatively, the parent or guardian should take the student to a COVID-free 19 testing location. If the student does test positive for COVID-19, the school will send out notification to parents to let you know that we've had a positive result, and keep you informed of what steps we have taken to keep all of our students safe. We're also obligated to report the positive tests to the Texas Education Agency, or TEA, so they can track school-related cases. But of course, I want to ensure all of our parents and staff and students that the notification will never include the name of the student, as we will always protect the privacy of our students and staff. Safety plan for our staff. In a similar manner, in the event that one of our staff members tests positive for COVID after being at school, the staff member will immediately be placed off campus. The area that the staff member worked on campus will be thoroughly cleaned and sanitized, and the families will be notified. But what happens when students aren't feeling well? Great question. Parents, we do want to let you know, and we hope that you understand that if a student tests positive for COVID or develops symptoms during the day and has siblings at the school, we will ask to bring the siblings home as well. We appreciate your understanding with this. And finally, our district has created a safety task force of district level administrators who will visit our campus at unscheduled times to monitor our campus staff, our safety procedures, and ensure that effectively all the safety protocols are in place to ensure the safety of the students, staff, and visitors here at the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy. But we all know that the high quality instruction works best when there's a partnership between parents and the school. Again, I want to stress that we know that the partnership must be there in order for our students to be successful. That's between the parent and the household. The fact that you are participating in the town hall is evident that you know just how important it is that the school partnership is in the success of your child. At the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy, we are committed to strengthening our partnership with parents to ensure that every one of our students has an opportunity to be successful. So again, my parents and my guardians and everyone who's online right now, we need to work together. If there's something that you need to make that possible, We are your partners in this, so please don't hesitate to reach out. Just like we have the expectations that we support you, we ask that you do the same and reciprocate in kind to ensure that your child gets the best education possible during this COVID situation right now. With this in mind, I want to share some of the helpful tips that you can do and what you can do at home to help your child, achieve success during remote learning. Most importantly, is continue to help your child establish and stick to routine to the school schedule. Regular bedtimes and wake up times are just as important during remote learning as at face-to-face instruction. And I get it. As a parent of a teenager, same thing is that we have to provide that structure. But once we tell them good night, there's not a guarantee that that phone does not get put away. Even myself as a principal and my parent, and I have to fight that same battle with my own child. Put away the phone, let's get focused on school and understand. So that experience of my child going through the same complications help me become a better principal to support our children here, and being a principal of high school students here help me become a better father. So thank you to my parents and thank you to my students who are here to make sure that we can learn from one another. Second of all, set up learning spaces for your child that are free from distractions. In some cases, common areas in the home, such as the living room or dining room, are good places for the students to work. However, I suggest avoid setting them in areas where there's high traffic areas, such as TVs or by the front door. But one way students can be tuned out from distraction is to use headphones to better hear the teacher and to watch the videos that are being delivered. Excuse me. As a reminder, hopefully you received the information, the call out also on social media. The district is providing one free student desk per family. So if you are in the need or wanting a student desk, we ask that you please contact the school at the number given again at 210-444-7925 and let them know that you would like to sign up to receive a desk. And at that time, our secretary will put your information down. And hopefully we do have one available for you, but it's going to be on a first come first serve basis. So as we talk about creating that space, the district is committed to supporting you with that venture to make sure that we have a student desk that's available for you. Thirdly, become familiar with your child's daily schedule. That way you can stay on top of their daily progress by checking in with them at the appropriate times to make sure that they are engaged and on track. Fourth, always feel open to check in with your child's teacher through their email with any questions or concerns that may come up. Please, parents, avoid interrupting teachers' instruction during synchronous or live instruction. And finally, please encourage and ensure that your child is actively participating every day so they can get credit for attendance and maintain good grades. Speaking of attendance is important for your student. Please understand that students must be in attendance 90% of the assigned days in order for them to receive credit for the course. Please review the flyer so you can find out exactly what is considered as being present or absent. But if your child is ever absent, and we ask that you please submit that doctor's note, submit it to the school so we can correctly code that attendance for that day. But most importantly, we want to ensure that this information is available for you. It is on our website. It is also on our Facebook page. So this will help support parents on understanding, was my child really marked absent, were they marked present, or what some of the discrepancies are. But as you log into Parent Portal, and if you see a question, you have a question about it, please don't hesitate to reach out to the respective teacher or reach out to the school so we can investigate further for you. As I close out this section regarding principle number 4, I'd like to share with you what we expect from our students every single day, whether if you're learning remotely or if you're here at school. Number 1, we expect the daily participation in online classes, starting with the WINS class every single day, morning which is live with their WINS teacher. During this period, students will receive their daily information and SEL supportive lesson, which outlines learning activities for the day and how to better connect with each other, how to better connect with their peers, and how to better connect with their adults. The WINS teacher is also responsible for taking attendance, so your child's participation in class is very important. Secondly, they should complete their assignments for each class each day. While remote learning provides some flexibility in terms of when a student can submit an assignment during the day, and it's also very easy to fall behind if a student is not turning assignments in when they are due. Thirdly, students should always ask for help from their teacher if they need assistance or do not understand. Every teacher has a conference period and office hours to assist students, so please encourage your child to speak up if he or she needs additional help. And lastly, students are expected to follow classroom expectations of virtual classrooms, just as if they were expected to follow the rules if they were here at school. One bit of information I do want to include that I apologize that is not on here is that students have the ability to access an online tutor, which is available 24/7, and that is called tutor.com. We have sent that information with our students. We did talk about it repeatedly. The WINS teachers have that information and all the teachers have it. When your son or daughter logs into the computer and they log into ClassLink, there will be an icon on an app that says tutor.com and also tutor.com for Gear Up. We are part of a Gear Up cohort, so that's specifically for our sophomores, but if you're a freshman, junior, or senior, and you need that online support, right now it's after hours, teachers have already gone home for the day, some of them are still online, but if there's somebody, and I know we have some night birds or some early birds also who want to either work late or work early in the morning, we have tutors that are available 24/7. Now, a disclaimer, those staff, the people that you're working with on tutor.com are not actual Edgewood employees. This is something with Princeton Review. So a student simply has to log in to their class links, click on tutor.com. It'll bring them to a very student-friendly user page, simply has to put in what subject they're need to have a question on, the specific grade level, and the specific question or specific topic that they need support in, and they'll click Find Me a Tutor. Two options when you're working with the tutor. Option number one is a simple chat. Just say, hey, I have a question about this. It's just a simple exchange. However, if your son or daughter would prefer to communicate with someone, then that might take a little bit longer to locate somebody. But in that case, you will need a headset that has a microphone so they can communicate with that tutor. But again, I think it's a wonderful tool. So again, that's something that's available 24/7, especially, excuse me, I get choked up, it's very emotional. I apologize. So what's awesome about it, like I said, it's available 24/7. And I know sometimes when our teachers aren't available, or if you try to reach out to a teacher and they're not responding, because sometimes our teachers are absent. And if that ever happens, please reach out to tutor.com. The other piece that's very good about it, let's say your son or daughter interacts with a tutor that, hey, they really hit it off and they did a good job. They explained it in a way that sometimes possibly even better than a teacher. And that's very possible. That's why we have tutoring. Or it's that sudden epiphany like, I got it. This person broke it down for me in an excellent way. Then you can structure specific times to work with that tutor. And I think that can also be very beneficial. That way your son or daughter can build that level of confidence with this tutor. And when they go into the classroom, they have that level of confidence to participate and actively engage in the classroom. So that information is available. We do have a s'more. That information was pushed out last week. I'll post it again later on this evening, so that information is available for you. So again, a free resource, 24 hours a day. We ask that our students take advantage of that. And again, it's there to help you out. Moving on to guiding principle number 5, which is our final guiding principle, talking about educational equity. And I'd like to share with you some information regarding UIL, along with the efforts being made to connect students to our campus, especially for those who experience difficulties with accessing Wi-Fi. This past Monday on October 5th, we were excited to resume our UIL sports activities. Coaches and staff have been working thoroughly and working hard and trained on COVID safety protocols, and expectations have been set forth to work with students to ensure everyone knows and follows safe practices and procedures. We're excited about our students and look forward to celebrating their growth and success. When our athletic events and games begin, we'll follow these guidelines to ensure everyone's safety. A limited number of fans will be allowed at the games held at the Edgewood Gym, which is in our backyard, and also at Veterans Stadium. Fans will not be allowed at games held on campus facilities. What that means is that if it's a volleyball game, we get into basketball, if the game is scheduled to be played at Kennedy or Memorial High Schools, respectively, fans will not be allowed. Only the coaches and the athletes will be allowed in the gym. However, you see a picture here of the Edgewood Gym. because we're able to accommodate and we can separate socially distance better, then fans and visitors will be allowed at the facility here at the gym, but also at Veterans Stadium. Um, Also, we're pleased to say is that the live broadcasting and streaming of the games as allowed by UIL for the 2021 academic school year will be available. So again, if you're not able to attend to a game that's being held at Kennedy Memorial, I know it's difficult as a parent, so you want to cheer on your son or daughter. Because of COVID and working with UIL has allowed for us to live broadcast that information. But everyone attending any EIC athletic function will be required to wear a face mask and make sure that we ensure social distancing. But as we close, I want to emphasize that our district's #1 outcome goal is to graduate all of our scholars to ensure that they're college, career, or military ready per their expected graduation date. This evening, I shared with you information that is centered around the 5 guiding principles of our district safety plan, specifically providing our families with accurate and timely information. Number 2, the health and safety of our students and our faculty and staff. Resources to ensure the continuity, mental health, as also the well-being of our students and staff. Talked about high quality instruction. And lastly, the educational equity for all of our scholars. We're grateful for the opportunity to serve your child's educational needs and appreciate your continued support and partnership. And again, I thank you very much for the time today. The chat will remain open for about another 5 minutes. So if you have any questions or comments that you want to be able to post, we ask that you please do so. And as we stated initially in our beginning, is that we will respond to these questions within 48 hours. We will post this video that's being recorded in case a friend or someone did not get a chance to participate. This information will be available for them. But any question that you may have, we will print out the script of it. It will be in English and Spanish, so that information will be readily available for you. But again, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, Mr. Pina, the faculty, the staff, and the administration, it's wonderful serving side by side with you, working with your son or daughter. But most importantly, we miss our students. We wish we weren't dealing with COVID because, even though we do have students here, we don't have them all here. We need your help with that, getting that 7% actively engaged online. But again, if you need anything, understand we are your family. Don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll do the best we can to bridge that gap for you. And if we can't do it here within the campus, we have the wonderful resources within the district to make it happen. But again, don't hesitate to ask, just like we tell our students, we're here to help. But again, like I said, chat's going to be open for about another 4 minutes. So please feel free to post any questions. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Be safe, practice social distancing, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you. Again, guys, about another 2 minutes. Again, feel free to put any question that you have. There are 2 options, and to be honest with the 2, you can post anonymously. So you post anonymously, don't know who you are. If you want to put your name in, if it's something specific for your son or daughter, if it's something specific that you need question or something answered, please, put your name. That way I can definitely specifically reach out to you with, hopefully with an answer within the next 48 hours. All right, friends, family, parents, and everyone here at the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy. It's 6:45. Thank you for your time. It's been a wonderful time spending with you. But I do want to add, if anyone's still online, we're still looking for people who are interested in joining our PTSA. If you're interested in being part of that, please reach out or call the school. We can get you in contact with Diana Hernandez, our parent liaison, and that's something I want to make sure that we get taken care of, because not only do I want to empower you, I want to empower our students. So make sure, because this school is your school, and together we can make it happen. So again, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your evening, be safe, and we will see you soon. Thank you. Good night. And I just hit